that's some of the Hanney tune music to start every video off with. My brother and I, we like fooling. Well, my brother Jerry Hanney is a musician that's been in several groups. Just picked up a guitar when he was a teenager and just started playing. And I was trying to emulate him as far as that goes. I got a ways to go. But anyway, that's our song, Back Home. It actually has lyrics, and eventually I'll have a YouTube channel with our music that we're going to be putting up there. But anyway, I'm wanting to do this, interrupt this whole video right off the bat to let you know that I have found a cool resource. It's the Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. And they have on their website, which I am providing links. If you check, it'll show, there'll be a link for that. There'll be a link for the maps. And hopefully the links work like they're supposed to. But anyway, it's great information. You may have noticed in some videos that I've done where I wasn't really sure how deep the water was, so I took my lure and just let it kind of free fall to the bottom, and then would pull it up and see how deep it was. And, you know, that's the way I've done it all my life. But this resource that I am sharing with you doesn't have all of the Mineland wildlife pits finished. It's a process they're working on, but it does have a few of them. And so the pit that I fished at, that this video is from, it's one of those pits that they've marked how deep the water is. And so you get a really good idea, you know, if you're going to go fish a pit, and it's, you know, this time of year or whatever, and you think, okay, the fish are moving up into the shallows, you can find out where the deeper water is. That would have, and the transition from deep to shallow, that might have like a channel or something that you could really focus on. Or you could just take your electronics out there and not have to worry about any of that. But for people like me, you see what I'm fishing off of, a platform that I built myself. But it's great because it floats and it moves really well with my little trolling motor. And it's going to be even more comfortable because I'm going to alter it again. The seat that I have on it is like bolted to the wood platform that, you know, it's on. But I'm going to change that and put I'm not really sure, like, it's not a cleat, but it's a receiver, like would be on a bass boat. You know, you can pull your pedestal seats out. It's the little collar platform receiver for the pedestal seat to fit in. I'm going to mount one of those on my little wood platform above my cooler. And by the way, I have a cooler in my boat, not for beer. I'm an old guy and I don't need any help drinking stuff that will make me have to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? So, but it's a cooler for my state record bass. That's the only thing that I think I'll ever put in there. Other than that, it also helps serve as flotation device. But the thing that I've had is when I'm going down the highway at, you know, highway speeds, that poor little plastic seat's like catching the wind. And I want to alleviate that problem, not worrying about, well, is it going to break something off or whatever? Although it shouldn't, because when I build stuff, it stays together, usually. But anyway, it will also give me the option of what kind of seat I want to put in there, because I do have a seat from my bass tracker that I swapped out for a pedestal seat. So I have that nice cushy seat that, you know, depending. But I really like the feel of this green plastic seat that I'm using. It really works well. So anyway, this will just allow me to be able to drive down the highway and pass people and not have to worry about that seat catching all the wind and, you know, whatever. I probably don't even need to worry about it, but I do. So I'm going to set my mind at ease. Anyway, so long story longer. I hope that when you're looking at this map, it shows where I fished, where I caught my fish. You can kind of check and see what level the fish were in, or how deep the fish were in. Not just where I caught them, but how deep and where they came from. Because on this particular map, it turns out that the fish there was the deepest part of the water in this pit was connected to where I caught these fish. Coincidence? Maybe. Or it could also be that the place where I fished and didn't catch any fish, I wasn't using this particular worm that I'm using. And thank you, John Dalton of Creek Fishing Adventures, for using this Yum Dinger. It's bubble gum and lemon swirl, I think is the official name of it. But anyway, enough of me rambling. On with the show. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will be happy to get back with you. And also, I have some subscribers, not very many, but it's a process. I wish it would tell me who everybody is that's subscribing, but I only know a few of the people that are. So, but I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing because it really means a lot to me. It's the biggest thing about being a YouTuber is, that you get people subscribing to your channel and liking them and commenting and stuff like that. And what I have in mind to do with my videos is to take you to all of the pits that's in southeast Kansas around this area here. And there's many, many, many of them. And let you see what they look like in real life. Not just me catching fish, but trying to catch fish. As I'm going along, you'll see the kind of water clarity that the pit has, the structure, the type of structure that's available that I'm fishing, and hopefully, it'll be something worth watching. So thank you for your time in watching this. I hope it explains a little bit about what I'm trying to do. And the other neat thing is I got through this whole entire thing without any of my dogs barking, so even better. Thanks again. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and watching the rest of this. I actually catch a couple of fish. Later. Turtle. here's a bass. A nice bass on the John Dalton worm. Heck yeah. I guess I better get a picture of this first. I will, I promise. There we go. Thank you there, buddy. What a pretty fish. Interesting black design there on its fin. Thank you, buddy. Away he goes. So that was in a little deeper water, a little further off the bank. Thumped it, and that was it. Another fish on the John Dalton worm. A little guy, but hey. Last I checked, they still count. Not the state record bass, but a really pretty one. You are pretty. Thanks. All right, so this is Area 8. Not very much time at all today to really get out here and do anything. A couple hours. But as you can see, it's another pit with a whole bunch of shoreline that has wonderful cover, pretty clear water. It has like 3 major coves or arms of it like this. And you know, I'll show that on the aerial shot. Anyway, a nice day. All the geese in the background, lots of wildlife having fun today. Just kind of a blah, gray day though. But always a good day to be on the water. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I appreciate your time. Thanks.